Hey guys, welcome back to the archives, and today I'm going to be showing you some of the rarest items in my Fnaf collection. Okay, I got my Springtrap Kigurumi on today. I got this from Hot Topic. But the ears make the hood flop down on my face, so gotta keep it like that. Alright, so I'm gonna start kind of like less rare but still kind of hard to find items, like less expensive, and then I'm gonna move up to the more expensive, maybe one of a kind, maybe something that's hard to find, no one else has kind of thing. So let's start with, I'm gonna go with this Funko Pop of Lolbit. This was limited edition at New York Comic Con in 2017. So this one is highly sought after, except that a lot of times I see the figure without the box. So being a part of the sister location line and it limited edition and with the box, so this guy was like $300, I want to say. But I have it in a protective case. I don't normally collect Funko Pops because I don't really like them. But since this one is more rare, I got my hands on it. So there's that. Next I have this prototype Fnaf iPhone case. It's for an iPhone 6 or 6S, so that's how old this is. But it still has like the BioWorld, I guess, lock, whatever this is, tag that, you know, prototype tag, I don't really know, but I don't know if this was ever launched. There has been other Fnaf cases, but not sure about this one. I think this was like $60, so not too expensive, but the fact that it's a prototype and hard to find, I'll say I'll put it in the middle. Okay, next is another Funko Pop, which this Funko Pop of Santa Freddy is, you know, not all that exciting. But the only reason this is more expensive is because it is signed by Scott Cawthon, and I have a certificate of authenticity, so it is a legit signature. A couple of these were floating around the internet when the first Fnaf movie came out, and I got my hands on one. So not that great of a Funko Pop. I wish I had been on a different one, but it is signed by Scott Cawthon, so at least there's that. Okay, next, regular U2's Springtrap plushie, but I went to GalaxyCon and got it signed by Matthew Lillard. So another signed merch item, but I think because the movie is such a big thing now and all the hype and Matthew Lillard being William Afton, having something signed by Matthew Lillard, and especially on a Springtrap plushie, is just super cool. So this, you know, the price of a U2's plushie plus the price of getting something autographed, so there's that. This is probably like $100, $200. Alright, I don't know why I do that every time. Next items are a couple of things from PAX. When Steel Wool went to PAX West, PAX East, they went twice, but I got Let's Dance pass and the 2 tokens for, you know, the Admit one and then the 10-year anniversary PAX West token. So the coins themselves weren't that expensive. The I can't talk today. The dance pass was not that expensive, so maybe like $150 for all 3 of these. But the fact that it was, you know, it was limited edition and it came from PAX. The more expensive item I got from PAX is this PAX West card. This was like $200, I want to say. So I still am looking for some of the PAX West cards because I didn't get the chance to go, but hopefully if Steel Wool goes next year, I want to freaking go so I can participate in this crap. But I want the Glamrock Freddy and Classic Freddy card from PAX. So if anyone's selling that, leave me a comment. Okay, next I'm gonna say original 2016 Shadow Freddy with the tag and the tail tag in almost perfect condition, like no hat split or anything. And the great thing about this plushie is I bought him at Hot Topic when he came out, and I've had him ever since. And some of my plushies I just kind of like went to the thrift store or didn't keep or ripped the tag off of them, but luckily I kept the tag on this one. And I've seen this guy go from like $400 up to $800 depending on where you buy it from. And yes, I know there was a relaunch of Shadow Freddy, but with the original tag, hard to find. So glad I have this in my collection. Next item is obviously Sanshi Possessed Fredbear. His eyes are wonky. But the Fredbear plushie was limited edition, and this one is in relatively good condition. It still has the tail tag. Unfortunately, I don't have the arm tag for him anymore. I believe this was like $400, $500 bucks, but I've seen this guy go for like $800 to $1,200, depending on where you get it from, who's selling it, if it has the tag, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, but this plush came out, and it every time I see a listing for it, it's expensive as hell. So at least I have the plushie. I do want one with the tag eventually, but I'll take what I can get. Okay, next super rare item is the glow in the dark Foxy figure. Now, this one was the UK release version, so it does have the exclusive sticker on it, but it doesn't have the Hot Topic sticker on it. But it is the same figure. So this guy, ooh, don't know why this is so expensive, but it is, yeah, like $1,000 to $1,300, sometimes even $1,500 for the glow-in-the-dark Foxy figure. I don't know. It is what it is. I'm glad I got my hands on it, even though it is the UK version, which it's the same, so just doesn't have the Hot Topic exclusive sticker on it. Alright, if you guys follow me on Instagram, then you probably know what my last one is going to be. And it is probably one of the most expensive items in my entire collection, and it took me forever to find one even for sale because nobody sells this thing. There are only 100 of them in existence, and they were only sent out to certain creators, or they were only sent to certain people, and it was pure chance if you got one. And that is the death coin. So my death coin is number 6 out of 100, and oh my god, I wanted one of these so bad when they came out, but it just wasn't a thing for normal people to get them. So I fortunately found someone who was selling one, and they sell, I don't know, getting that coin, probably the most expensive. It was almost $1,300 for that death coin. So yeah. That's gonna do it for this video. I do have other like limited edition and collector's edition and other stuff that's hard to find, but it's just not as expensive as the items I showed here. And you can still relatively get your hands on some of the things. I do have some more stuff in storage, but I didn't want to pull it out. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions about rare FNAF items, leave me a comment down below. And thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Bye!